Yeah, Ukraine and Israel to me are like I don't give a fuck about them because we shouldn't even be in those wars to begin with. Like we should
Okay,
be
so
focused. We should be focused on us
so you don't think that we should be sending any money over there?
at all. For what? We have our own problems.
Okay. So
Like
but
the,
you're not isolationist, are you?
no, I mean I'm just anti-war in general.
Okay.
Like
All right.
I'm anti the genocide in Israel and in Palestine. I mean that Israel's causing. That should be something that should be condemned. Which actually, the other day when Benjamin Netanyahu got named as a war criminal, that was a celebration. Because
By who?
by
By
anybody.
Israel or by
No, by the ICC,
what does the ICC
the
stand for again?
International Criminals Court.
God, globalists.
Yep.
The globalists.
Yeah, but it's a problem that's happening right now.
Yeah, I don't
That's
trust
literally a
anything
genocide.
globalists will say, honestly.
But that's a genocide.
I mean, Obama did a lot of genocide,
No,
with Libya
This
and
is
Syria.
literally a genocide. This is literal genocide on any scale. Like there's no water. There's been no water
That's
for
their,
years
that,
prior
that's
to
not, that's not necessarily his fault. That's also the leadership in Palestine.
no. That
Yes.
was Benjamin Netanyahu. This
before
happened before October
Hamas,
7th. Yeah.
who was in power? Before Hamas, who was in power?
It doesn't matter. I'm saying what Israel's power is over Gaza. Israel's power over Gaza is so
Yes,
authoritative
because
that they have full control of the over
because
even
their
the water.
leadership are terrorists. That's why. That's literally why their leadership is terrorists.
Just because Israel labels them as that.
No, it's because that's what they are. Hezbollah, Hamas are a terrorist organization being funded by Iran,
So we should bomb children because they're terrorists.
no, we should bomb the terrorists, but they're using children as shields, and that's the cost of war. Unfortunately, innocent people die. That's why we don't want death. But you can't just disregard the fact that they are being led by terrorists.
At what point is your point made?
I
Like
mean,
how many children have to die for your point to be made? Because there was one day, October 7th, and then they just went on a rampage.
how
for
many
a year
people
plus.
have to? All right, I mean, I can use that same argument. How many kids have to go missing for legals to have citizenship in this country? You can use that argument in a plethora of ways. Like, at the end of the day, I am not okay with war. I'm not okay with people dying. But if you got attacked by an organization that is a leadership of that little, it's not even a country or state, and it was never free to
So
begin
the war
with.
in Israel and Palestine is just.
It's in the sense of like, if you attack me, I'm gonna attack you back. It is just. Now, how they go about it, that's different, But the fact that they did get attacked.
So the biggest
You know.
country in the world should be supporting another country.
I mean, that's the only
to
democratic
destroy
country
one of
that
the
there is
smallest
there. Every other country is not
Yeah,
democratic.
but they should be supporting a country to carpet bomb one of the smallest countries in the world.
It's not a country. It's a land. It's like a little piece of,
Doesn't matter.
like,
There's still people that live there.
Yeah, for sure. But why is it that Lebanon isn't helping? Why isn't Jordan helping? Why isn't Egypt helping? Like,
Because
these
if they
are
do that, it'll cause
Islam
world war.
states. These
That'll
are
cause a
Islam
world
states.
war. That'll cause a literal world war. And that's only because, and I bring this up because the U.S. is involved. And the U.S. should not be involved at all.
But there are people that are saying we would just, whatever Israel wants to do to defend itself, we agree with it.
There's people dying with our bombs right now.
I mean, that's the cost of war, bro.
But with our bombs.
Yeah,
It's
just
not
like
our
in
war.
Ukraine, it's our missiles going over there.
That's our taxpayer money.
Yeah, for sure. I 100% agree with you. But,
So
when you get attacked,
So we are using.
You fight back.
We're misspending the money, and we're not.
so Doge is a good thing.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a good
Okay,
thing.
that's fine. We're not. We're misspending the money, but apart from that, we're also not making as much money as we can.
I mean, not only that, the Pentagon failed another audit. It's like their seventh audit that
that's for sure.
So that's trillions of dollars lost that they can't
they're
account for.
bottomless. They're bottomless.
Okay, but that's already a problem
But
right there. That's an intelligence
But that's a Dick
organization.
Cheney problem.
That's not a Dick Cheney problem.
That's a Dick Cheney problem.
That is a bureaucratic problem that's been going on
That started by Dick Cheney
forever
because of
now.
9/11.
I mean, yeah, but even before that,
But that's what
I think it was it
exasperated.
it became apparent that they were literally losing money when the whole 9/11 thing happened.
Because that's when they started to use it more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the first time that we finally realized that they lost money, right?
That was the first time that they actually lost money like that. Like they actually.
And that was the first time they ever lost money.
From what I remember, I could be wrong about that, but from what I remember, I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know.
I mean, it's
don't
their
take my word for
seventh
bond like that.
failed audit, dude.
Oh no, for sure.
How
It's
is it
fucked
that
up.
okay, but this is the part that I'm like, okay, the IRS, we're funding more IRS agents to tax us, but the Pentagon can't even fucking get audited correctly, and they're losing billions of dollars?
So we need more income, correct?
No, we need to clean house. All these people that are getting...
Would more income not help?
No, I don't think it's about income.
Because we're destroying our income.
I don't think it's about income. I think it's about spending. I think it's about budget cuts.
We don't have enough money.
Like, no, we have enough money.
don't.
We're not using it correctly. How many people are in the government right now sucking the tit out of the taxpayer?
Yeah, but the problem is that
and how much are they making annually?
The hole's too big.
Let's cut that shit.
The hole's too big right now because the amount of money that we pay on just interest is way too high.
If you were to cut
level's too high.
the salary of every single government official, that's going to help.
You have to pay off debt.
That within itself will pay off debt. You know how much government spending we're doing just on salaries
that won't
alone?
cover just the interest.
I mean, we would have to do you would have to do the math, but I definitely think that's going to make a huge difference considering we have the largest government in the world,
but it won't make enough for
which is
the
scary to
deficit
say.
that we're getting from just the interest rates.
I think it definitely will make a difference.
It'll make a difference, but we
and
won't
if you
pay
remove
off,
some agencies, it would definitely make a
our
difference.
debt will just go up still.
How would it go up if you're
Because we're not
putting
paying
money
because
back?
we're not paying our interest. We need to make enough money to pay our interest and the rest of the money. If we don't have enough money to even pay our interest, how are we going to pay the rest of it?
Okay, so you incentivize people
To pay more taxes.
to create more. I don't think
If you create more, it's because you're paying taxes.
I honestly don't think
you make a
more
business,
taxes is the way to go. It's
so
not the way to go.
You create a business.
Uh-huh.
How do you give your money to the government?
I mean, you need to make a certain income to have to pay back to the government.
You're paying taxes no matter what.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing. There's income
you're
taxes too.
You're paying taxes no matter what because
Yes.
you're a business. So you say create a business, pay taxes off your business. Why aren't the biggest earners paying taxes?
Because it's not the same. It's not the same level of business.
I'm
I'm a small time. They're a big time. I'm hiring 3 people. They're hiring millions of people.
So they should
not
run on
the
different
same
rules?
thing. No, it's just totally different. You can't compare a small business owner with a freaking huge corporation.
So we give them different
For example,
rules.
U-Haul. I don't know how much U-Haul does on taxes, but that's a Goliath moving company giving so many jobs to people. Why should they pay taxes? It doesn't make sense. They're giving people jobs. They're giving a huge service to the constituents to be able to go from point A to point B. And they're even helping immigrants because you don't even have to have an American license. You can have a freaking Mexican license, Guatemala, whatever. As long as you have a license, you can use our equipment.
So then why do they have to borrow so much?
What?
Why do the corporations have to borrow so much? The biggest debt that we have is corporate debt.
Yes.
So why do they have to borrow so much if they don't have to pay taxes?
To continue expanding and to not have to pay more
So they're
taxes.
fucking us and they're fucking us.
They're expanding to create more jobs, and because they're expanding, creating more jobs,
They're
not paying any taxes.
They're fucking us by not paying taxes. Right? And they're fucking us by making more debt.
I mean...
So they're part of the problem and they're also making the problem worse.
I don't think they're part of the problem. I think the
They're not paying their
leadership
taxes.
in government are part of the problem. I don't blame the manufacturers, bro. I'm not going to blame the manufacturers. I'm not going to blame the rich when it's government spending and it's government policies that are running the show. It's not corporations.